Hello. Please give me a moment to pin this comment and then we'll get started. Feel free to let me know how you're doing in the comments. Hello, hello. I'm good. How are you? Oh, you said you're fine. And you're trying to stay dry. Yes. Okay. Hey, Orlando. Hey, Isaac. Just give me a few to finish putting this link in here. Actually, that's what I need to put in here. The link. Join us. Join us for the bag tonight. If you do not know what the bag stands for, it's the Bad A Girl Group. Tonight's DJ is DJ Alex Love, and we'll be talking about the same topic today, expression as self-care, and doing some vocal exercises and activating our throat chakra and things tonight on the Zoom. So please join us. It's at 7:30. The link is in No Filter DC's bio, as well as our Whitman-Walker bio. And you can just click the link at 7:30 and you'll be directed to the Zoom room. I'm a little slow today, I'll be honest. How's everybody that just came in the room doing? All right. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. For those of you all who do not know, my name is Soul. I am one of the social media influencers for community health. I'm the host of Floetic Uptown, which is this Friday at 5 o'clock. So make sure you follow the Real Talk DC account to tune into that. I'm also the host of the Bag series, which is tonight at 7:30. The link is in the comments as well as the bio in No Filter DC and Whitman-Walker bio. And I'm an art educator for The Corner. Today, I'm going to be talking to you all about expression as self-care, which is also our topic for tonight's bag series, and will be a lot more interactive in the Zoom room. I'll be doing some vocal exercises to activate our throat chakra and just to get more comfortable with vocal expression. But let's just jump right into the topic for today, expression as self-care. Ideally, we all engage in regular self-care, in which we do the things that make us feel taken care of mentally, physically, and emotionally, but this doesn't always happen, and we may need to stop and take the time to remind ourselves that we are important too. Sometimes our feelings become too much, and we need to distract ourselves until we're better to able cope, and so we strategically change how we're feeling when things become too overwhelming. So what is self-care really? Self-care is important to maintaining a healthy relationship with yourself. It means doing things to take care of our minds, bodies, and souls by engaging in activities that promote well-being and reduce stress. Doing so enhances our ability to live fully, vibrantly, and effectively. The practice of self-care also reminds both you and others that your needs are valid and a priority. Feel free to jump in the comments with ways that you take care of yourself. Some methods of self-care can be, let me run it back. Self-care doesn't have to be like getting yourself a Kit Kat or an extra iced latte or a delicious pink box donut. It can also be the little things that you forget about during the day, like being expressive of your needs. I view self-care as self-expression maintained throughout your life. It's acting on your needs and wants before it affects you mentally, physically, and socially. It means being loud with the concerns that are egging you. If you're at work sitting on a hard chair and leaning over your desk to complete a pile of paperwork, it's being vocal to your boss about the need to invest in better quality chairs. If you're a student who's struggling under deadlines, it's being okay with asking for an extension or for help to meet your deadlines. It's really important to be expressive about your cultural and spiritual needs as well. If you need a longer lunch break to collect yourself or meditate, it's telling and expressing to your boss that it's what you need and you deserve. So how do you all engage in self-care? Drop it in the comments so that I can see and interact with you all. So let's talk about how expression is a method of self-care. Self-expression is at its core the act of expressing yourself. And it can take a wide variety of forms. You can use your words, you can use your facial expressions, your body, your movement, your clothing. I like to express myself a lot through my clothing and my hair. It's your actions and your possessions to express your authentic inner self. Today, we're focusing on vocal expression because the human voice is a really great channel for nonverbal communication of emotion, both alone and in combination with facial and bodily expressions. Kevin said, I definitely did have to buy a better desk chair now that I spend more time at home. Self-care by practicing, more like trying, good seating posture. Yes, it's definitely important, to have a good chair, especially now that a lot of us are working from home. I know that working from your bed or like on the couch is not always the best situation for your back or your body, but investing in a really good chair or even another platform to put on your desk so that your laptop or your computer is a little bit higher and you're like forced to be sitting more upright is a good way to take care of yourself and your body. Back to vocal expression. Whenever we speak, we convey emotional information through nonverbal vocal expressions, through our intonation, rhythm of speech, cries, sobs, moans, and plenty of other bursts of expression. And by expressing our wants and needs vocally, we are taking care of ourselves. Kevin also said, yes, I don't recommend couches. Comfy, but not for the long run. Yeah, absolutely. Couches are cool for when you're doing cool stuff like this, like with my work with IG Live. It's like nice. I'm in front of my phone and my laptop for a short period of time, so I can sit on a couch and not put too much strain on my body. For me, it's really important to be intentional about the way that I express myself. First, with myself, being honest about how I'm feeling. It allows me to find ways to communicate with the people around me what I'm feeling and what I need from them. Say, for example, I'm upset with a friend. I first, talk to myself and unpack my emotions and what triggered them, and then I address my friend with the proper language and tone. For example, hey, such and such, when you did this, it made me feel this way, and moving forward, I would really appreciate if you could do this. What do you think about that? And doing so in a calm and confident tone so that they don't feel attacked, but you are also being assertive and confident in what you are saying. Tone is really important when you're communicating because it can change the meaning of what you're saying. For example, let's use, one of the Twitter debates, right? When you ask someone, when someone asks you, do you want me to come over? And you say, you can if you want. And you kind of shrug your shoulders or whatever. That's not really always inviting. Sometimes if you change the tone of your voice to just, yeah, sure, you can change the way that you're, the person that you're talking to receives it. Also, when you're upset, making sure that you're expressing yourself calmly rather than yelling, and not talking super fast can be helpful to get what you're saying across. Yes. Other ways that you can vocally express yourself, in private. You can cry if you want, or around your friends that you trust. You can cry, you can sob, you can scream into the void, you can scream into your pillow and just get that release. That's another form of expression. Expression doesn't always have to be received by someone else. It can be a solo thing. You can express how you feel to yourself. You can express things in your own room. I do that a lot. One of my favorite ways to take care of myself is shower cries, and just the release of crying and allowing the tears to fall and hearing the sounds of the water can be a good way for me to heal myself. And also just talking to myself, as strange as that may sound. It's a great way to get to unpack your own emotions. If you join the bag series tonight, we'll do some vocal exercises where we open our throat chakra, where we can laugh ha 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 ha. That's just a nice way to release some joy, and sometimes fake laughing can instigate. I don't know if that's the right word. It can incite a real laugh, and that is a way to take care of yourself as well. How are you all feeling about most of what I've said? Are these things that you are already doing? Do you relate to them? It's also important to vocalize your boundaries and allow yourself to fully express your truth. Exercising expressing your boundaries is a really good form of self-care. Asserting your boundaries is really important. Even in this time, one boundary that most people should have is when you have guests over. You want to make sure that everybody's comfortable with your COVID rules at your house. I'm currently at a friend's house, and we had a very good conversation, and they expressed to me what they were comfortable with. We talked about our COVID, what we've been doing for the past 2 weeks, and we were both able to understand how at risk we were, and everybody was comfortable with the outcome. That's really it for me tonight. But if you join the bag series tonight, we'll do some exercises, we'll open up our throat chakra, and we'll talk more about how expressing yourself, especially in the bedroom. I guess I can touch on that a little bit right now. Communicating and expressing yourself is definitely a form of self-care when it comes to sexual interactions. Making sure that you are telling your partner what you're comfortable with, and learning what they're comfortable with, learning their wants and their needs, their preferences. Making sure that you have these important conversations before, during, and after to make sure that everyone is comfortable and consenting. That is the first thing, making sure that all parties involved are consenting, and that's a part of communication, that's a part of expression, and that is a part of self-care. So come to the bag series at 7:30 with the link in our bio. There'll be music, there'll be more info on self-care through expression and how to apply this to your sexual health toolkit. Shout out to No Filter DC for putting the comments in the comment section, and I hope to see some of you all later tonight. Till next time, peace.